Fólk að tala hér, þetta ekki fyrir streymi. Já, ok, þá að standa upp og... Já, ok.
Everybody's very much on time, but I'm waiting for your green light whenever you think it's best to start.
Yeah, we could start.
Yeah? Or
I don't want to delay, so they want to start.
Okay, perfect.
Everybody's ready? We're going to start.
So welcome everyone to our open meeting in English with the candidates for Reykjanesbæ municipal elections 2026. It is such a pleasure and a statement to see many of you here and a commitment from the candidates to engage with the community. My name is Marion. I'm a volunteer for Women in Iceland, the Samtakvennaferðandum á Íslandi, the organization of women of foreign origin in Iceland. And I will be the moderator for the event today, and thank you to have me as a guest in your municipality. We are very pleased to have all five lists today with us, but before giving them the floor, there will be a few opening remarks regarding voters of foreign origin in Iceland. I am a refugee. I cannot vote. I don't have Icelandic citizenship. I cannot vote. I think I can vote, but I don't understand what is going on. These are things that we have heard when talking about the upcoming municipal elections in our communities in the past months, and the reason why we are gathered here today. According to Hagstofa Iceland, Statistic Iceland, only 18.6 immigrants voted in the last municipal election in 22. This is a very low score, and also the biggest gender gap in the population, as only 13.9% of immigrant men voted versus 23.9% of immigrant women. The total participation in comparison was 62.3, over all in Iceland, while 71% of voters without any foreign background voted. So this is a very big gap in participation. While going through the different records of Reykjanesbæ, I've seen that the general turnout was also quite low in the last election, one of the lowest recorded, 52% in the municipality. And overall, in Iceland, residents with foreign citizenship had a 13.6 turnout. We often like to put it in parallel also with how many immigrants, candidates, were running on the lists. In the last election, 4.3% of immigrant candidates were running on the list, while 1.5 were elected. And I take this chance to remind everybody here today that there is no need to have Icelandic citizenship to vote in municipal elections. You need to be 18 years old by the day of election, 16th of May, and you need to have 3 years of registered domicile, legally, in Iceland. I'm stressing in Iceland because many people came to me in the past weeks telling me that they thought they needed 3 years in their municipality. No, it's overall in Iceland. And many of us are currently on our journey towards learning Icelandic language, and there is often a lack of information in simple Icelandic, for example, or in English, or other languages, for all residents to make an informed choice. And with our different projects that brought us together today, we are encouraging people to use their voice in their municipality and during the municipal elections. I will introduce you quickly different initiatives that happened over the past weeks. There was a lot of invisible work that different volunteers did to bring all this day together. One of the projects involved with us is the Cultural Ambassador and My Vote, My Choice, funded by the Immigrant Development Fund, and was inspired by an episode of a TV program, Faker, talking about the low voter turnout in 2022. It was called 26,000 Voices Not Heard. The lack of information were among the main reasons stated by immigrants that said they didn't vote in 2022. Then the project addressed this issue through different democratic engagement workshops in 24, actually. It was done all around the country. Some peer-to-peer workshops too, in different language communities, in Greek, in Ukrainian, and in Spanish. There were visits to parliaments, visits to city and town halls all over the country, and also an election day countdown that will also happen this time online. We had an amazing, in 24, during the parliamentary elections, we had an amazing meeting with a great turnout with candidates in Reykjavik, and this is one of the inspiration for today's meeting. And the second phase of the project, that was more recent, organized more workshops, this time in 22 municipalities around Iceland, and collaborated with different municipalities, labor unions, and one of them actually happened here in Reykjanesbæ, more in Akureyri, and all these things, and involving a lot of people in the process. And so one of the reasons of this project is, of course, to increase visibility. You can see here several voters of foreign background that step up in the news and discuss these topics. But it's not only to share information about the right to vote. Now it's question number 2, who should I vote for? That matters. What are the different parties? What are the options? And this is why we are here today. And I will share quickly the project I am connected with, which is Women Som Kjósa, Women Who Vote. I will be myself voting for the 3rd time in Reykjavik City, so I'm imported here today. But it's also the 6th time I will be working for the election in the polling station for election day, which means that before having the right to vote, I started to vote for the elections and wanted to be involved in this democratic process. And through this experience, I've noticed that so many voters with a foreign background were coming to me on voting day, being lost and not knowing exactly what was going on. And so with my organization, Women in Iceland, non-profit organization, we decided to use my experience and have this project. We are all volunteers, I need to make this very clear. We were established more than 22 years ago, and we are the biggest and most enduring immigrant-run organization in the country, by women of foreign origin, for women of foreign origin. And we advocate for the rights of women in all areas of society and create supportive networks. We are also members of the Kvenréttindafélag Íslands, the Icelandic women's rights organization. We also had an event with candidates in 24. We displayed in the political landscape and we met the candidates. Many women told us that they made their choice that evening, so no pressure. Our current project, we send a call all over the country to women to ask them to make events in their own municipality, to empower them to step up in the public life there. We support them with presentations like we had earlier today and workshops, advertisement, ideas, contact, very funny online calls also where we debate all the different political landscape around. We will have soon event in Dalvik, Mulathing, Mjøndalskrepur, and around the capital area. And I need to make it very clear, our volunteers are not running on any list. This is one of the conditions. And we remain neutral. We do not support any specific party. What we look at are voting in practice, the rules and the ballots. Actually, for many of us, the ballots look very different here, so we're going through this in details. Who are the candidates, the political spectrum, parties, and local lists. And also accessibility in other languages. We build a roadmap to elections. We look at gender ratio and backgrounds of candidates and how high they are on the lists. And we already had several workshops in Reykjavik in collaboration with city libraries, institutions, language groups. We have a strong online presence, and our goal is also to create a sense of excitement and joy over this process. So we have very lively debates in general in our meetings where we try to create a safe space where people can really voice their opinion and discuss different issues related to politics. Because for us, our main goal is, and will be our victory, will be to raise this number of 18% up. And we cannot wait to see the result of voting. Like, result of who wins, it's different, but we really, our true victory is to see the participation. And I just shared a very recent image from our big meeting with the candidates in Reykjavik. We had a full amphitheater at the university. There were a lot of questions and a lot of enthusiasm, and we hope to recreate this today. And before finishing, so we'll just remind you, elections are on the 16th of May. Foreign citizen, Icelandic citizen, refugees, people with international protection, students from the European Union, from outside the European Union, you have voting rights as city residents, as municipality residents. You need 3 years of registered domicile in Iceland, and if you are not here on election day, you can already vote in advance at the system matter. And you can follow us if you'd like. We'll stay very active throughout the countdown to the elections. And I believe this information is correct. There will be 3 polling stations this time to vote in Reykjanesbæ, so you have even less excuse to not go vote on the 16th. And yes, and with this, I think we can start to discuss with our candidates. I will give quickly the rules. Each candidate will present in order, in the order they appear here, which is the alphabetical order of their party, not of the letter. And we'll have 5 to 10 minutes to introduce themselves. There will be time management here, thanks to Adis, that will raise the card when you start to be over 5 minutes, so you know you need to finish. And there will be a mic here. Perfect, thank you. And after the presentation, we will open the floor to questions. So I really encourage you to ask your most pressing question to your candidate. This is one of the unique chance you have to have everybody gathered here today. And I think that's all for the rules. So, yeah. 5 to 7 minutes. In general, that's what we do. From the seats. Yes. Yeah. So, here. And so I will welcome first Halldóra Fríða Þorvaldsdóttir from fram, or in English, Progressive Party, who is seat number 1.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to have this conversation. My name is Halldóra Fríða, and I am here as the leader of the Progressive Party, which has the letter B in the elections, as you can see. We have 22 strong candidates on our list of all ages and with various experience in our community that are willing and able to work for you. We have a few of them here in the crowd. I am a teacher with a master's degree in education and diversity and work as a project manager in teaching Icelandic as a second language in preschools and schools from 6 to 16 years old here in Reykjanesbæ. I have been in the town council for the last 4 years, and over that time I have also been a deputy member of the Icelandic Parliament and an acting mayor of Reykjanesbæ for a while. Over this period, I have gained valuable experience, and we think that will be important for us and our community. We in the Progressive Party work toward continuous improvements in society and solutions in shared challenges based on cooperation and equality. We place welfare of the people at the forefront, and we embrace diversity and multiculturalism. We are proud of our town, but we believe there is room for improvement, and we think we have the knowledge and ability to follow them through. We are accessible and want to listen to what you have to say, so I will try to make my introduction as short as possible, so we can hear your voice and what you think is the most important thing for your well-being, and I hope we can speak afterwards as well. There, you have our flyer. It's in the front as well, in English, and you can also go to our website or meet us at our office for more information, and we are also in the phone book, so you can just call us if there's anything. We include all citizens in our priorities because we believe in a town where we have 35% of our citizens with foreign origin. We have to think about everyone in all categories. But conversations like this is very important, and we are open for ideas how we can do better. So a few of our key priorities. We will ensure continued responsible financial management, like we have done over the years. We will improve the appearance of our surroundings and create clearer planning by making organizational changes within the environmental and urban planning development. When it comes to building homes, we will provide increased support for individuals who want to build their own homes on plots that have not been allocated. We will support a diverse and thriving business sector by ensuring that our economic policy is implemented in business development. We will accelerate the development of sports facilities and increase support for sports and recreational activities for children and youth, and open a community center for senior citizens. In Reykjanesbæ, the municipality owns limited amount of land. The government and other landowners hold extensive land, but we plan to establish a land fund and purchase land gradually from landowners over time in a responsible way. We also want to improve our town's image and support events for all residents for a more vibrant cultural life. One of our main goals is to make Reykjanesbæ the best town in Iceland to raise children by strengthening our essential services by lowering the monthly cost burden on families. We will do this by restructuring and merging 2 departments into a single family service department, support schools and school staff in their work, and by lowering the cost related to daycare, after-school programs, sports and recreational activities. In some cases, the extra amount families will have in their pockets will be reaching around 70,000 Icelandic kroner each month. We have done the math, and the cost is not significant in the wider context, but it will make a huge difference, especially for young families. So I hope this gives you a little glimpse of what we are going to do, but we look forward to hear what we can do for you. After all, we just want our community to work so we can have increased prosperity in our society. So I would be very thankful, and all of us, if you could give us your support in the elections by putting your vote on B for experience that can make changes for positive progress in our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Next candidate, Gunnlaugur Kárason for Miðvikudaginn, the Center Party, and he's seat number 1.
Thank you, and thank you for this opportunity to be here with you. Yes, I'm Gunnlaugur Kárason. I am 49 years old, born and raised here in this town of Reykjanesbæ. I am an educated teacher and also have a master's in international business. I used to be a teacher in my early years, started 22 years old, and then went into banking and energy sector and Icelandair. And now I'm with my own company and a little bit of teaching also later in the age. So I've been around in the operation and also in the teaching sector. We are very proud of our list in the Center Party. We have 22 very nice candidates in our party. And I'm especially proud to say we have 2 women of foreign origin. One from Africa, her name is Patience, and she is a teacher, teaches foreign children Icelandic, and then Sandra from Vietnam. And we have been listening what is needed, what is the most important thing for foreign children, for our foreign friends who are here to work. And we can hear that the first thing that they say, we need a little bit more support into learning Icelandic. I said, okay, I thought we were doing great, but they said, we need to get it faster. So, okay, I didn't realize. So how can we do that? And the Center Party, we thought about something that we can do quite well here with the schools, because we want to strengthen the reception teaching for children of foreign origin, to bolster the Icelandic language skills and academic participation. And we think that we can do it with the kids and connecting it with the parents. Connecting the parents more with this teaching of the Icelandic. And one of the candidates who is in our list, she said, this was the most important thing for me to be participating in Icelandic culture and even going to the gym. You know, it was better for me. I said, okay. And she made a quite good observation about how we can do it. So it's in our manifest for the Center Party that we are going to emphasize this a lot. We are going to ensure outstanding working conditions in school and systematically reduce workload on staff. We know that the staff have been saying that the workload on staff in school are quite high. So we are going to work on that. We're going to promote improved academic results in collaboration with the teachers and staff, focusing on core skills like literacy, Icelandic and mathematics, and introduce a clearer grading system using numerical grades. We're going to do that, with the alphabetic grades, but we need to understand it better, and I know that you guys don't understand how these things works. Nobody does. So we need to clarify that much better. ignite the interest of vocational and technical education starting in the elementary level, and strengthening mental health support and support service within schools. We also want to do for the preschool. We want to guarantee all placement for all children, because the majority here in the town council says that all children any 18 months old are getting inside kindergarten. So why not go to 14 if it's so easy to be in 18? Let's try to go lower. Let's get our young kids lower into kindergarten. We have also talked about ensuring optimal home care payments up to 250,000 Icelandic kroner to parents when maternity leave ends. We want to talk about that. And we want to increase focus on basic literacy in preschool so children are better prepared for elementary school. We are very concerned about our education and our educational system. And we think we can do a lot there. And also regarding the sports and public health and leisure, we can say that we are a growing town, but we want to build a world-class sport facilities in Reykjanesbæ. This is not world-class what we have today. We can do better. But we want to increase also grants. It's called hvatagreiðslur, the grants. And I heard 70,000. We say 75. Our calculation says we can do that. So I think we burn for our community here, and we want to do a lot. So I think the Center Party are prepared to come in and make good life for the people of Reykjanesbæ. Thank you.
Thank you. Next candidate, Guðný Birna Guðmundsdóttir for Samfylkingin, the Social Democrats. And you are in seat number 1.
Thank you, Marion. So nice to meet you all. Great turnout. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you, Marion, for a great introduction, and thank you for what you're doing. It's really important. My name is Guðný Birna. I am the leader of the Social Democratic Party, or Samfylkingin. We are known for our equality and equal opportunity for all. So that's what we strive for, and we're quite proud of it. A little bit about myself. I am 44 years old. I've lived here all my life, half of it in Njarðvík and half of it in Keflavík, so I'm in between. I just have happened left. I am currently the president of the town council here in Reykjanesbæ, and I have been here for 12 years, all of which in majority of the town council. So we've been striving to do good things for our town. Very proud of that. We are convinced and we believe and want to strive to make Reykjanesbæ the best town in Iceland, and we sincerely believe it, and I hope you believe it too with us. We are ever expanding, so you're going to hear people here talk about what they're going to do and what we've been doing, but the job is not finished because we're expanding so fast. And we're a multicultural town, which we're very proud of. We have always been. We have been in the fishery in the old days. People moved from all parts of Iceland here to work. Then we had our Navy base here, and people came here to work for them. And now we have our international airport. So we've always been multicultural and accepting people from all over to work here. So we were quite proud of that. It's very interesting, the lecture that Marion had about the voting in Iceland, because we've been concerned about that, especially in the election 2022. We were about 50% of the people that live here that could vote that actually showed up. So that was a record low for us. So we've been working since 2022 because we have a council here. It's called the Sustainability Council, which handles our election affairs. So we've been actually putting our brains together. What can we do to make people vote? Because it's not like we don't want to talk to you, we want to hear your voice, you live here, you're a part of this community, how can we do this together? So we've been for the last 4 years, just what can we do? So what Marion was saying about the 3 places that you can vote, we used to have 1. But when we talked to people in the community, they were like, we want to walk there. We want to go in our school, in our district. So like the people in Ausbro here was record low in voting. So we opened this house here, so you can come and vote here. So use your right to vote and use your voice for our community, because you're a part of us. So we've been doing okay now. So we definitely, the message here from Reykjanesbæ and hopefully from all of us here is that you talk about the voting and go and vote. You can read our topics here and probably from all of the candidates, but it's very important that you use your voice. Yeah, a little bit about me again. Talk too much. No, I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. I've been working there for 15 years, but then I decided to become a politician, which is weird, but that's life for you. I have a master's degree in public administration and also an MBA in finance. So that's a little bit about me. I have 2 children. They're quite large, big, old, 20 and 26, and that's the story about me. But if you look at the topics from Samfylkingin, you have it here. The topics are welfare that works for everyone, and that's kind of our core, our heart in Samfylkingin, that we are working for the community. And we are very proud to put here that we wanted to make a welfare house for children with long-term support needs that we will build here in Reykjanesbæ. And we will, one of the points here, frontline welfare services will be strengthened because we believe that the people in the community need to have a saying, they need to have a voice, and financial aid is nothing to be at the long distance from. So we want to engage people and have them work in our community, so that's what we're aiming for. We are quite interested in job growth and opportunity for all, so we're expanding our coasts mostly and our harbors, so we want to add some more workplaces with that, so that's what we're striving for. We are very proud of the topic that cultures build community, because we want to have something more here for our town residents to do, so we're going to open up more culture things to do here, and like opening hours at swimming pools will be longer, so we're trying to have something to do for everyone. I think Atis is signaling me. No? I'm good? Yeah. So Samfylkingin has a chapter here making everyday life easier for our residents, for our families. We will cap preschool fees at 50,000 per month per household, regardless of the number of children, and we'll dedicate social guidance and more leisure activities for events for people 67 years and older. So I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to go over this with you later on today. So nice to meet you.
Thank you. Next candidate, Margrét Þórarinsdóttir for Sjálfstæðisflokkurinn, the Independence Party, and you're in seat number 2.
Thank you. Dear residents, my name is Margaret and I represent the Independence Party. Thank you for being here this evening. It matters. It matters that people who live here have the right to vote, take part, raise their voices, and help and shape the community we all live in. Reykjanesbæ is not just a town, it's a home. A home for families, for children, and for people who have come here to build a better life. And that is our focus, making Reykjanesbæ a better place for everyone. From the Independence Party, our message is simple. We want a town that works, and that means housing for people who can afford it, activities and sport that everyone can afford, service that people can rely on, and system that works in real life. because every life should not be complicated. I want to speak directly to you about something very important: immigrants and refugees. I work as a flight attendant, and I have lived and worked in different countries, so I know how it feels to arrive in a new place, a new language, a new culture, many questions. It can be exciting. It can be also very difficult. I have learned this. You only truly feel at home when you can take a part. So let me say this clearly. If you live here, if you work here, if your children grow up here, you are the part of the community. And beginning part of a community is both responsibility and privilege. Reykjanesbæ is changing. We are becoming more international, more diverse, and more dynamic. And this is not new for us. For decades, the community has been shaped by international presence at the base, as we call it. We know how to build and open a diverse society, but only if we do it right. Integration is not about living in the same place. It's about participating in the community. That means learning the language, working, and taking part in everyday life. Because that is how we build trust. And trust is holds the society together. Our approach is simple and practical. Work must come first. A job is the fastest way to independency, stability, and belonging. Language matters. When you learn the language, doors opens. And every child matters. Every child should have access to sports, leisure activities, and good schools. And we want to make sure the cost is low so everyone can participate, because that is where confidence and belongings are built. We believe Reykjanesbæ is a town of opportunities, but opportunities are not handed out. They are created by the people who live in the town. And we want everyone in Reykjanesbæ to have the opportunity to find home, the opportunity to work, the opportunity for the children to belong, an opportunity to have a voice. Because strong communities are not built in system alone. They are built by people who take a part, and the town should support those people. We need a local government that works, that people understand, and that use public money responsibly. And at the end of the day, this is not about politics. It's about your life, your home, your children, your future, and whether you feel that you belong. That is the community that we would like to build together. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, Ásta Kristín Guðmundsdóttir for Vinstri-Hreyfing, the Reform Party, and you're number 3 on the list.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. We in Viðreisn are pleased to have the opportunity to meet you and introduce and discuss our policy. It's important to hear your voice to meet all residents' needs. My name is Ásta. I work as a 6th grade teacher in Háleitiskóli, but I have good experience working with foreigners and refugees in Reykjanesbæ because I was working as a team leader for the international team of the welfare department, helping refugees and asylum seekers to find their way in our society and empowering them to take part of our society. I also know how it is to be a new resident in a new country. I lived in Norway with my family for 7 years, in Germany for 2 years, and also Spain. Viðreisn emphasizes on equality, freedom, and active participation of all residents, regardless of their background. Democracy works best when diverse perspectives are heard. Diversity is a strength, not a barrier. Our policy is organized into 5 main areas: administration and governance, quality of life and education, sports and leisure, housing and planning that supports the community, and seizing the opportunities that lie in Reykjanesbæ for our future. In administration and governance, we emphasize a strong and responsible operation of Reykjanesbæ, where decisions are based on data, transparency, and professionalism. There is a focus on clear procedures and the use of new solutions to improve efficiency and cost effectiveness. Qualified professionals should be serving in committees and councils. We strengthen consultation with residents and ensure that governance is flexible, professional, and continuously evolving. Our goal is to improve services through the sensible use of resources and responsible prioritization. In quality of life and education, we aim to ensure equal opportunities and improved quality of life for residents at all stages of life, from early childhood and older age. We emphasize on a strong and forward-looking education system with increased support of specialists in school, real measures to address understaffing in preschools and primary schools in consultation with the education sector. Reducing the number of students in each classroom, better coordination between primary schools, stronger collaboration between schools, families, and the community, and limiting the use of mobile phones and social media in schools. We also emphasize freedom of choice for families and diverse solutions like childcare available from the end of parental leave and greater flexibility for families. While focusing on diverse groups in our society, we want to support their active participation in the community, stronger implementation of child well-being policies, and targeted development of housing and support services for families. We also want to strengthen culture, community participation, and public safety through strong infrastructure and clear vision for the municipality's cultural life. Reykjanesbæ offers a wide range of sports and leisure activities. We want to shape a long-term vision for sport and leisure in Reykjanesbæ in close cooperation with sports clubs and residents. We want to develop sport facilities, continued increase in leisure activity grants, a bus for all primary school children to take them to after-school activities, and youth centers in all primary schools. We want to create an environment where choice and participation go hand in hand, ensuring that children have a real opportunity to participate. Long-term thinking and community needs will guide our way. Housing and planning. We want to develop planning in Reykjanesbæ with residents' needs and a long-term vision in mind. Planning should support sustainable development and improve daily life. We aim to ensure diverse housing options for different groups, create vibrant and attractive neighborhoods, protect and grow green spaces, ensure the municipality's appearance is clean and welcoming. And last but not least, we want to seize the opportunity that lies in Reykjanesbæ, building a strong local economy based on the municipality's human capital and prioritizing local businesses and municipal operations. We want to harness the strength of the community and create fertile ground for new and exciting opportunities guided by innovation and sustainability. We would really like to have your vote for a vibrant and lively Reykjanesbæ. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot, everyone, and thanks for keeping the time. I have to say you much better behaved than people in Reykjavik. No, I'm joking. It was also very well kept. So now some house rules. We're gonna open the floor to questions from you. Please, we're having a streaming happening, so if you could use the mic that is over there, so the people that are watching online can hear your question. I will also ask you to keep question brief and also answer brief for the sake of clarity. And last rule, if you are actively involved in a party or running on the list, please disclose it while you ask your question for the sake of transparency. And so with this, the floor is open to questions. Yes? Yeah.
Hello. Okay, it's on. Thank you all thank you for the presentation. My name is Hida. I'm not on the list, but I have some political opinions, but not on any list. So my question is it's more, I would like to look at the audience also. It's more like a statement. I think I was angry listening to most of the candidates, not all of them, two of them, and I will say the name because you should be proud of yourself, Halldóra and Guðni, not mixing what is an immigrant, what is a foreigner, what is a flight attendant, and what is visiting or free in Spain. People come here to Reykjanesbæ. They are not coming here, they are by force. They are coming in by force. They are leaving their homes. They are taking most of them, when we are talking about asylum seekers, they are taking the rest, the parts of the children with them here. It's not the same as being as a flight attendant. So it's more a statement than a question, just to keep in mind for the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. I have academic training, so indeed, this is more of a comment than a question and happens a lot in academia. Thank you, Frida. Anyone would like to come forward with a question? Yes, please.
Hello, my name is Frida. We have the same name. It was not planned. I have two simple questions. I'm from Venezuela. I lived here in this municipality for 4 years ago, 3 years and a half. The first question is I would like to ask the candidates, what do you want to do with the residents here in this town that are foreigners and make up 35% of the town's population? And the second question is for the Center Party. I would like to ask, in a recent interview on Vikurfréttir, you said no more asylum seekers are welcome here. I would like to ask, what do you mean exactly? Are you against people who want to come to Reykjanesbæ, live here, make a prosperous life, and make a settle here as a peaceful and safe life? Thank you.
Thank you. If I may summarize, you have one question. What would you like to do for residents of foreign origin in the municipality, and a specific question for the Center Party?
Yeah.
Yes. So we can start over there. Yes.
I think it's really important to all have the opportunity to learn Icelandic, and the Icelandic courses should be on diverse times that meet different needs, because people work everywhere and they have families, so it's sometimes difficult to take the lesson in the morning when the children are home or whatever, so we have to have a diverse timetable for that. But I think also in school, children go to school and the families need to know how the system works. So all need to work together to have informations on different languages to reach out to foreigners with people with a foreign background, so they know how the system works, to help them to participate. Participation, I think, is the key to be involved with the society. So participation in Icelandic course, and also the different schools, hospital work together to meet their needs. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for your question. I would like to start to address visa. I've been flying for 39 years, and I have been living in a lot of countries: Venezuela, Sri Lanka, Sierra Leone. I know how it is to go abroad and stay there for a year, for 9 months, for 6 months. So you probably didn't listen very well to my speech. Don't interrupt me. I am talking, please. Yeah. So I am saying I really understand the people who come here, who move to this country.
You don't, Marion. You are not refugee. So you are not.
I know I'm not a refugee, but
You are privileged.
Excuse me.
And you choose to go outside. You choose. Refugee don't choose Iceland. Sorry. So that is finished. And Frida has right to say that.
Please continue.
Well, I was just trying to say the residents who are here, I really understand them how it is to move to another country, to have a new language, to have a new culture, to try to live in the country, to try to live by the culture that is in every land. That's what I was going to say. So your question again, sir, I'm sorry I didn't get it in the beginning. What was the question?
What would you do for a resident of foreign origins?
Okay, the most important thing is to adapt the town that you are going to live in. You have to adapt to it. You have to follow the rules, and you have to come into the community. And it's really important to be in a community. You have to learn the language. That's the first thing. To be a part of the community. You have to have a work. That's really important. Work comes first. And about the children will adapt when they go to the schools, to the daycares and all that. So it's really important that the town will support you and help you to get into the community. And we have a lot of solutions for that. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I think maybe it's that we're getting our municipality so like 35% of people that live here are from a foreign descent. So I think it's maybe time that we see if the municipality can help with Icelandic courses, because mostly it's been company driven, but we can help too, of course. And it's a good part of our community, and you know, the integration with people here is relying on Icelandic too. But Icelanders are multilinguists, so we're doing okay. But it's good to be a part of the community to speak Icelandic. So that's an adversary for everyone. Regarding what to do for the residents of foreign descent specifically, I mean, we are the topics that Samfylkingin is striving for is create more pathways into work and activity created for those on financial support. So we see like refugees that come here, they go on financial support, and we don't want to have them there for long. So we want to put them in some kind of activities to help them on the workforce and help them integrate in our community. So that's something that we can do. But we also want to have more opportunities. We say here young people, but it can be addressed to everyone, like in the music and the arts. So we can have something to do after work here together, open our houses for we can play basketball in our sports centers instead of closing them, especially on weekends. So I think just that we open up our community so you can go there and we can talk together, regardless of what we can do. So we can definitely do better. Thank you for the question.
And remember, you're lucky you have 2 questions.
Yes, I'm the lucky one. What can we do better? I think when we talk about it, it's getting better information. All the information that you need, that is the best thing. And then help to adapt faster to the society, answer the questions that you have, and do it much faster. Do it as fast as you can, and then it will be easier to adapt to the society. The second question, thank you for the question. I have a good friend from Venezuela who is a refugee here.
You're always
and it's not that anyone hates refugees or asylum seekers. It's not like that. But what we are saying in the Centre Party, that the infrastructure here in Reykjanesbæ has suffered a terrible pain, because we had so many in so short time that we couldn't cope with it. I just have to say, we couldn't cope. We couldn't make it all. So we say we can't take anyone new asylum in Reykjanesbæ for 4 years. That's what I said in the interview, and we're going to stand by that. It's not possible for the town of Reykjanesbæ to take any more at this time. You know, our opinion is that we can't cope with it. So it's, as I said, I have friends who are from Venezuela and other countries, but this is our main reason we can't cope with it. The infrastructure has gone over the top in this matter. Hope it answered your questions. Thank you.
Hello, yeah. Thank you, Frida. The second Frida for the question. So I am all over the place. I was writing all of my thoughts. I think the first thing we have to do is to make sure that we are working through our policy with the power of diversity. And the first thing I think we have to do is, I think it's time to review our multicultural policy and do that with the people that are experts in that sort of thing. That is our citizens who have a diverse background. Also, I think we can do better. We have been doing a lot of things, but I think we can do better. To be an active participant in a community is very important. The sense of belonging and inclusion. And I think we can always do better. Yeah. So that's my answer, I think. To sum it up, the key to the community is to be an active participant. If you have ideas, I will gladly take them and work with them in the future. Yeah.
I would like to do some highlight on what my colleague said, Ida, right, about the statement. And I think all of this came with the base on how is the perspective of this government on those who are foreigners, right? Those who are asylum seekers. But we should see better with more focus what it means to be a refugee, as she said, what it means be a foreigner in another country, right? Why I say this? Because here, in my 4 years, I noticed that there is no difference with those who has the same record being for the European Union, right? When you compare them with those who are not European Union, but both have the same record in Iceland, the same status, talking about financial, about social matters. So how can you point when is the difference? Where is the difference between these two foreigners? When both have been doing the same for this country, building a stable life, prosperous life, searching for the peace that they don't find in any part of the world. And it's ironic when you said that here in Iceland there is no space for people, when you can see that it's enough space for all that people that came here from any different backgrounds. I can tell you, in my knowledge and with database, that those who are already have 4 years living here have a good, very good record that you can compare with anyone from any part of the world.
Thank you. If you wanted to... If someone wanted to comment further on this, or was it a direct question? You wanted precision? Okay. Or we can move on to the next question. Thank you. Yes, please.
Hi, good evening. I'm Suleiman from Syria. I have 100 questions. But,
Just one, please.
I will postpone it for the team who will win later. Okay? So I, and on behalf of all my Syrian friends, refugees, are so proud that we feel, or we are extra feeling, that we are a part of this community, of this democratic, real community, when I compare with the fake elections that happen in our countries, in Middle East. So it's a wish or a hope only later on, when all this election finish and the team will be in his responsibilities, to be in easy contact with them. Especially because of the majority doesn't know how to contact online. So I hope that it will be personal, because we have a lot of questions and a lot of needs. I think more of the Icelandic people, our friends. That's it. Thank you so much.
So, if I understood well, a question from this could be the consultation process around the needs of residents of foreign origin. You'd like to know better how people can be more consulted on what they need. Over there? Okay, please.
Well, let's see, maybe. I have an idea. Thank you, Suleiman, my friend, for this very important notification, because we need to do that, what you're talking about. So I would like to invite you all to our office, where we are, in Tjarnagata 7, have a good discussion. And I know that you will come, and your friends, and you can translate, so we can go over matters, hear your voice, and we really, really want to hear your voice. And also, like in other foreign matters, please come and look us up. We are always open on our office, and we want to hear your voice. We only speak Icelandic, but if you have, no, English, I'm sorry. If you have a friend that can translate, that can help. Okay? Thank you.
So what was the question? It's kind of like, because I thought he was just saying that he wanted to have a lot of questions and meet us who is going to be in the majority after the elections.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I believe it's how after the election you keep on consulting and continuing this dialogue, not just now during election time, but later on. Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that's the thing, because when you are part of the community, then we communicate. So it's really important that we have a center that you can come and get all your information that you need, and we can help you to adapt the community, and that's really important. And also, we are seeing that you need to learn the language. That's the best thing, and you can start, and day by day you get better. So that's also help you to become a part of the community. And it's really important, as I said earlier, is the community. Be a part, take a part. And of course, the government, the local government here, needs to help you to adapt the community. That's really important. Like a town center where you can come and we will help you like we helped you when you came in the beginning. So that's really important. And I see it myself for me that we will have there social workers. I have a master's degree in social work, so I know how we can, and we will help you if we get in a majority, how we will build this society better for the housing, for the language schools and all that, and for the children. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Suleiman. I am not a fan of putting you somewhere in a separate space, no. I would want you to come to our town hall, which is here for the moment, and have some like hours that we can talk together individually. So we can have some discussion about what is on your mind. We need to practice cultural acceptance because we are all equal, and it's not us and you, we are all part of Reykjanesbæ. However old or where we came from, it doesn't matter. We are the essence of Reykjanesbæ. So never forget that. I would like to, like the cultural thing that we are very proud of in Samfylkingin, we have our Hljómahöll, our cultural and music center, and they have groups there, like let's have coffee together in the mornings. So it's about just showing up like you're doing here. You're showing up to see us, to talk to us, because we just need to talk together. That's the main thing.
Thank you for your voice. The Centre Party is here for all of the members of these municipalities, all 25,000. I mean, we are not going to work for half of them or 1/3 of them. We're going to work for all of them. It's very different how you work for each and every citizen, of course. Different needs. But we are going into town council to work for everybody. We have different opinions, all of the parties, but certainly I think we are all working for the people of Reykjanesbæ. Thank you.
Okay, this is quite a good note for myself, Suleiman, because both working as the chair of the town council and also being acting mayor here for a time, I have had over these 4 years a weekly meeting that people can book to speak to me in this house, and we were also at the Ráðhúsi Reykjanesbæjar when you were working there. We have to advertise this better. I hear that because it's ongoing. It has been for 4 years, and I have had a lot of meetings, and I think we have to keep that up and advertise that better because it's very important to be accessible. And also, like you say, not everyone has the experience, and maybe what I've heard is that it's quite unique that you have elected candidates living next door to you, and you can knock on their door and have coffee in their homes because that's what you can do. You can call us, you can find our phone numbers, and we're very accessible. But I know also the mayor has this meeting, I don't know which days they're on right now, but we have actually time that you can book to come here and speak to us every week. Yeah, so just very welcome to do that.
Thank you. Any other questions from the room? Yes? Oh, I think someone was first. Well, yeah.
Hi. My name is Bjarni. I want to ask the candidate from the Independence Party. You say it's important for everyone to have a voice and build a better life. But in your opinion piece from yesterday, you also say that the town has done its part and should do no more. So I want to ask you, what kind of message do you think that sends to the people that want to come here and have a voice and build a better life? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Are you asking about the article that I had in the paper yesterday?
Yes. I think those two messages are quite conflicting, so I just want to get your opinion and explanation on that.
Okay, my opinion is we should help everybody that we can. But we have to have a good ability to help them. That's really important, because we cannot, if we don't have a good housing and we don't know where to get the people to live and live a better life, then we are not able to take them into the community. That's the best thing that we do, is to help them. What you are probably talking about, because of the past years, Reykjanesbæ had the most foreigners coming to this town, and that was really difficult for us. It was not difficult for the people who live here. It was difficult for the people to adapt, because the schools were full, the social service, the hospitals. That's kind of thing that we have to follow when we get immigrants and refugees to our home. That's really important. We welcome everybody, but we have to have stability to get them and welcome them. Thank you.
Thank you. There was another question over there. Yeah.
My name is Lilith Levy. I want to ask to all of you. We are, as you said, over 25,000 people living here. And mostly of us have children, young adults, teenagers, or turning into 18 and over. And what is your suggestions or ideas or propositions, since most of them are looking for jobs, summer jobs, or as turning 18-year-olds looking for opportunities to get hired. And they're struggling. Many of my daughter friends, they've been looking for even summer jobs for 3 years, 4 years. My daughter is turning 18, and she is very anxious about where can she apply, since nobody's responding. All the stores are full. And there's not really many places. So I would like to hear some ideas or suggestions. And also, since we are a town growing, and there is over 20,000 people living in here, what about leisures? Just last year, the only cinema that existed in here got taken down. There's really no family leisure to do anything except swimming pool, which can be crowded, and not everybody is willing also to crowd on the only sunny day that comes. We also, yes, of course, we have library, but that's not a family leisure. So, would like to also hear any ideas in that field. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's start over there and with if you're ready, or you can go. Just yes. 2 questions.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
I can remind you about teenagers and young adults finding jobs, and about family leisure in the municipality.
Yes, we here in Reykjanesbæ, we are taking in some 17-year-olds that we hired specifically for the summer. We know there's a big unemployment rate in Suðurnes total. It's about 9%, while the country otherwise is about 4%. So we're like a tourist town that we are. We always find the economic downside more than other places. So we are concerned about that as well. The thing that the town can do, we can hire more young people, especially for doing gardening work, and otherwise for the town council. So we are looking at that already, and we can do better there. But it's difficult from year to year because we are working from the financial plan that we made last year. So, but we have more unemployment rates now, which is unfortunate. That is why it's so important that we try to make more new jobs that are not inessential for the tourist business. So that's what we're trying to do. like what we're doing in the harbor expansion. We're trying to get more ships here to come with more tourists, and also more work for everyone. So that's really important for us. Regarding the questions about the youth, it's a very good question. We are seeing the cinematic area just closing also in Reykjavik, so that's kind of like the old times, which is unfortunate. But what we are trying to do is with leisure, that's why we opened Hljómahöll, which is now a multicultural library and music hall. So that's open, and we also expanded the opening on weekends. So that is also in Inninarvik in the Æsmar Sporting Palace. We have a library there and also swimming pool. So we're trying to open up our houses to have them open on weekends. But all ideas are well accepted. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for these questions. The Center Party has put it on the agenda to put the School of Work, that it's called Vinnuskóli for the municipalities, from until 17 years old. We are not going to do, our opinion is not going to do it every year. We're going to put it regularly now. The 17-year-olds, the 2009 people, they are in the most affected with this way. Not only the 2008, it's also 2009, which is affecting this. So the town has to not to do it, because I think they've done it 2 years in a row, I think. But I think it's time to do it always now, because we are seeing that the companies with the tourist industry, they're hiring 18 and 18 plus now. At least if you have to have a driver's license. So the municipalities has to come up fast with the idea not to have our youngers just watching the streets. So the Center Party says all 17 at least, and then we have to be aware if the unemployment rate goes up like it did, up to 9%, we have to act fast and say, okay, 18 years old, you're not staying home in the summer. You can come and work for these 8 weeks or whatever. So that's mainly our job as a municipalities to catch these kids when we can. About the leisure, I'm also like when we have to listen what is needed here, and if it doesn't cost a fortune, we should easily do it. But I know also it was a fine leisure when we had animals in Inninarvik. That was a fine leisure. I know it costed a little bit, but I at least took my kids many times over there to see the youngsters being born every spring. So that's one of the leisure which was very nice to go to. But I think we can do more of the leisure, definitely. So thank you for those questions.
Thank you for that question, or those questions. With the first one, I think it's rather difficult right now because of the economy. We can see employers, they are holding back and not taking on people to work as much as they have been in the travel industry as well. So there are some outside sort of like the complicated situation with the war and everything that you are also aware of. What we do right now, we are working with employers to try to get them to sign in as much of the youngsters that we can. We have been, like was said here earlier, trying to take on a few more that we have in the early years, but I don't think that will quite meet the need of what we have to do. So with youngsters at work, we have to find some solutions when we have have the environment like right now. Regarding things to do for families, it has also been said here that we have infrastructure that we need to use more. We have schools that have inside playground, and it's in our hands right now. We own it, so we could definitely open that up. We have seen things like cinema close, so there's not much recreation because we're also so close to the capital city. So people go there much more than they did before. But I think we have to make space to have more increased access to municipal spaces that families can enjoy here for recreation and creativity. So we are open for discussion about that as well. Thank you.
Would you like to answer also?
Thank you for a question. Yes, about our youth that doesn't have a job. On last town council meeting, we agreed to take some more children, youth actually, to get some summer works with us, the town, for gardening and things like that. And we are really proud of that we were able to do that. But we also need to have a stronger links between the schools and the local companies. And we have been encouraging cooperation and companies to take students for the summer work, but it's been hard, we know that. It's also because of the economy here. But we need to get supporting summer programs for these youth people, and that would be a very good start, because we don't want them just to sit home and do nothing. What we can do with families activities is what we are talking about, to ensure opening up that, ensure that we will build more facilities that with children and families, like a forest, and put some benches and things for children to have more activity around. And also we need to have a family center. That would be very good. The family can come and meet together and talk and have some entertainment for them there. And that's the thing that we should try to do, what we have. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. I'm lining up with Halldóra and some of you about Reykjanesbæ partnering up with local businesses to provide summer jobs for young people. This would give them insight into a variety of professions and valuable experience in the labor market. But I know times are hard now. Businesses are not hiring as much as a couple of years, but we have to look to the future, because it goes up and up, it goes down. Now it's a little bit down, but we have to be prepared for also upcoming times. At the same time, we want to look to the future, yes, and also look and see what kind of jobs will be available for coming generation in this area. We want to attract a diverse range of companies that offer varied career opportunities, and it's always important to be able to work in your close neighborhood. So that's one of our goals also, to attract more companies that offer jobs for various people. About leisure activities, we have gyms and we have sports hall. We like to go to the gym. That's almost what we do. But swimming pools, of course. But we need to do more. We need to be more creative about our solutions, and we would like to hear your experience. What is needed? Is it a bowling hall? Is it a skating park? You know, we can do a lot better. So we have to check out where is the need, where can we offer leisure for all age group and people. We need the coffee house, you know, there is no coffee house here. We can always do better in many fields. Thank you.
Thank you. We are having a few couples of minutes left. So, unless if there's, is it a short question?
Yes, it's a short one.
Very short, with very short answers. Please go.
Hi again. I just have a follow-up question to the candidate from the Independence Party. So it sounds to me from your previous answer that you would want to do more, but you criticize how things were done in the past that led to people not adapting well enough. Before I continue with my question, of course, I'm not holding you personally responsible, but it sounds a bit to me that you're criticizing your own party because at the time your party leader was the Minister of Justice, your party candidate was a member of Parliament for the constituency. So when it comes to people not adapting well enough, not you personally, of course, but do you hold the party you're in responsible for that in some way?
Hold what?
Accountable. On your party accountable.
To my party?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Sjálfstæðisflokkurinn or the party that I was in?
No, the Independence Party that was in the government when those things happened that you mentioned. You criticized how things were done, and that led to people not adapting well enough. But it was the Independence Party that was in government that was responsible.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yes, that's your point. Yes, now I totally understand you, because now we are talking about the town council. I do not represent the parliament, and I don't agree with the parliament all the time. My opinion is that town politics are totally different than the parliament politics. And it doesn't go, because there's a lot of things that we don't agree with the parliament. That's because it doesn't suit our town. We have to think first about the people, about the community who live here. That's another politics than the parliament politics. That's my opinion. Thank you.
We had if you have a very short question to close. I trust you.
Hi, my name is Helga Maria. I'm actually part of the town council currently, but my party is not taking part in the election this time. But I would like to ask you, in light of the discussions today, do you think is there a need or any opportunities for us that are born and raised here in Iceland to learn something from our immigrants or those who have chosen to live here? And with that, I am referring to mutual adaptation. If so, what are the opportunities?
Thank you. Very short, precise answers, please.
Well, I can only express how I experienced the multicultural, what was it called, Sulman? Menningar heima mætast, where culture met. There we were like joining together through food, through music, through dance, where we learned from each other's culture, and they shared their own culture. So we can always do it, of course, through food, but also through many things like values, how they think and how they do things. We always can learn these. But I remember about the menningar heima mætast. That was a very interesting thing we had in the town square. It was nice, but mediator, yeah. Of course, menningar miðlari, yeah.
Less than a minute for each, please. Yeah, thank you.
Learning can go in both ways, but responsibility for updation lies more on those arriving than those who are already here. So we can learn a lot of things, new skills, perspective, and culture. And we can learn that through the theater, the music, the food. So there's a lot of things that we can learn. It's both ways. You can learn from us and we can learn from you. Thank you.
Short answer? Just stop the labels. We're all, let's just be together, talk together, and build a strong community together. That's it.
Thank you. I've traveled to over 30 countries and I like all the cultures everywhere. But I know that all the cultures have one thing in common. We can just be kind and respectful. Then we are okay.
Yeah. I think we have a chance to have sort of like a mutual cultural understanding and exchange of cultures. We have, if we come together, we have broader skills and stronger society with a diversity of our community. We have talked about it, that how about if we just, it sounds sort of like the same in Icelandic, to be nice, just be nice. Verður bara svolítið nice. So I respect you, and I know that you respect me, and I respect your background.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're going over time, so I will need to stop everybody here. Thank you so much for coming today. Thank you also to you coming today. By showing up today, you're showing that you're caring about your municipality, your city, and your communities. And thank you to the candidates also who are showing up. This is also a statement that all 5 of you were here today to engage with the community and to agree to discuss with us in English, as we are all on our journey towards Icelandic language. I would like also, for final words, to say that I hope this consultation will continue. That is not only during election times, but that you will continue this engagement with everybody in the municipality through your years of elections. I forward the message of please talk to the candidates, engage with them. We have the chance to live in small knit communities here in Iceland where we can do that. We can talk face to face and interact. So please talk with them today. Go to the different offices they have in town. And I would say that on the 16th of May there will be 2 victories. One will be for some of you. And for us, the victory would be to see the participations and the number going up. So I hope to see you, everybody, going to the polling station on the 16th. Thank you, everyone.